about data engineering? What do you think is going to be the purpose of learning in data engineering?
Okay. So I try to move in the full stack, Java full stack, but the development is too big. So
Hmm.
I'm trying to move in the data engineer.
Yeah, I understand. So
Yeah.
many people,
Yeah.
many people have come with this answer. Okay, the people say that
Yeah.
if we go to data engineering or if we go to DevOps, there will be a less coding efforts
Yeah.
are needed, or I won't say zero coding, but less coding. Okay,
Yeah.
less
Okay.
coding efforts will be needed, and we
Yes.
can easily manage because the tools are huge. I mean, there are vast amount of tools, more GUI
Yeah.
is there, and easily you can handle it. So that
Yes.
is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Keep it aside. Okay, I appreciate your decision. Let me take you through what exactly is the data, big data or data science consists. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
see,
Okay.
see, what do we do in this data engineering is we are going to handle with data.
Okay.
The current world, there is huge amount of data available in the market. Like
Yeah.
data is getting generated from mobiles, social networking, or
Mm-hmm.
applications, any
Yeah.
project. So many huge amount of data is available now. Okay? So
Yes.
the bigger companies who want to make their wise decisions more accurate, they need to handle this data. They need to go
Yeah.
through this data and use the data. See, it's not
Yes.
just about having the data, right? You need to use it properly so that it helps for their purpose. Now that AI and machine learning is coming in, what is the purpose of AI and machine learning is you need to study the existing data and trends, and then based on that, the companies will make their decisions, right?
Okay.
So, for example, what are the important things the coming generation is looking for? Like they
Mm-hmm.
want to see what kind of styles they are trying to follow or what kind of ideas they are trying to follow. Based on that, they are going to manufacture the products. I'm just giving one
Yes.
example. So the collection of data which is available in many sources is important, and that data
Mm-hmm.
won't be in a same format, right? Because data is coming from different places. So
Yeah.
obviously data is not in a same format. So as a data engineer, you are expected to help company in making this data useful.
Okay.
True. So basically, big data is nothing but that's what I told you, whatever it is written here. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
data comes from many sources, many format, many uh, forms also. Okay.
Okay.
Those all types of data you should be able to pool at one place, then process it, then display it in such a way that company gets some help in making a decision. True.
Okay.
So if you make any mistake because the data is more and you formulate a wrong way, what will happen is the company decisions will go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Okay.
So that is
Yeah.
also very important thing. So now the big data is nothing but you have a huge amount of data, collection of data, how you process it is all one thing. To the
Yes.
how you present the data is also a very important. And now
Okay.
many people will ask, okay, this much of data, yes, I need to know, but how do you go through it? Like how do you save it? I'm
Mm.
saying that it's a big data, so data is huge. Do you think in
Yes.
your laptop you can save huge amount of data and uh, formulate the any algorithm or anything?
No, we have certain limit of data, right?
Yeah, correct.
512 GB.
In laptop you have a limitation,
Yeah.
and it is not just the storage of the data. It is not just
Yes.
1 GB, 5 GB. Okay? It is
Mm.
also your laptop processing speed.
Yeah.
For some
Yes.
of the data to be calculated or machine learning model to be built, your laptop
Mm.
is nowhere enough.
Yes.
So you need a I'm only talking about big data, where you need to process different types of algorithms, different kinds of data. Then you need
Mm-hmm.
different CPUs also, like different usage of your infrastructure. So it's
Yes.
very clear that a single laptop or two laptops won't serve you the purpose because
Mm-hmm.
it keeps on changing. Now to
Yeah.
change according to the need, you need some infrastructure support also. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that is also not static. It is dynamic. Like today, for this model, you need one infrastructure. There is another model. There is another. So that is the
Yeah.
reason why cloud is coming into picture, because
Mm-hmm. Okay.
cloud offers you wide varieties of services. You are
Yes.
asking me what is best or what is the leading one. Okay? If I say
Yeah.
AWS gives you lot more options on the services. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas GCP may have a lesser number or lesser
Okay.
configurations.
Yeah.
But some advantages are there with, because I worked in all three. I say that in certain aspects I like I. In certain
Yeah.
aspects I like AWS. But overall
Okay.
AWS is the market leader. And because it
Okay.
is the market leader, obviously there are a lot of opportunities. Means more that why it is market leader, because it has more services, more configurations, and more number of people are also using
Yes.
it. Saying that I would just make you to move your decision into AWS, but just think of it. Okay, that's the only point I'm saying, trying to say. But cloud is cloud.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? Now, when it comes to cloud, people who learn data engineering, right? It's not just about data engineering. Okay, they have to learn about cloud also, because without
Yes.
having knowledge of what cloud service I need to use for what purpose, there are
Yes.
so many services are there. Some services are related to developer tools, some are for security, some for your, because security is very important in your data. When you are handling data, security is
Yes.
also important, right?
Yeah.
So like
Yes.
that, so many things are there.
Mm-hmm.
That is the reason we need to know cloud also. So I
Okay.
always, how do I you know, split my syllabus is, I split it with AWS services as 50% and cloud data services as 50%. Means
Okay.
I will also give knowledge on basic AWS plus
Mm.
whatever are needed for the data service. So both I am going to give it to you,
Okay.
right? Because you
Yeah.
should also know what is cloud, what is the base services you have to use. Without knowing that, however, when you join a company, they will ask you for what cloud you are comfortable with or what knowledge on
Yes.
cloud you have.
Yes.
Okay, so I would always suggest pick one as a major thing. The second one, maybe two three classes, I will just give you the comparison,
Yeah. It's
so
okay.
that you know that, or you can self learn also.
Yeah.
I mean, if at all it is needed for you. Okay? So anyhow,
Okay.
now what are the challenges? I told you about big data. Then what are the challenges you have in your big data? First thing is,
Yes.
how do you manage that amount of data? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, because this is a demo, I may go on an overview mode. But again, when we go for the classes, I will explain you properly in detail. Okay. So
Okay.
anyway, so when it comes to handling massive amounts of data, as I was, even you pointed out, in laptop that capacity is not sufficient.
Yeah.
So in cloud, there are some services called AWS, we call it as S3 bucket. In
Yeah.
Azure, we call it as Azure storage, or in
Mm-hmm.
GCP, we call Google's cloud storage. So these
Okay.
three services are same, all three are same, which will
Okay.
help you to save huge amount of data. You can save some, not in GB, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So even more than that you can save at a
Okay.
cheaper price.
Oh, okay.
And all types of files you can save. It is not just like you need to save only PDFs or Word document. You can save PDFs, code, logs, or whatever, images or videos, anything.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
Okay.
this is the service which is used by Netflix or Amazon Prime to save their movies, which we are
Okay.
watching now. So
Yeah.
you can imagine what is the capacity, how many movies are there in
Netflix,
Netflix. All
Amazon.
are 4K videos, correct?
Yes.
So how they are trying to check. So that is the capacity of these storage. So when
Okay.
we start using this cloud storage. Okay.
Okay.
Even now, when I just for a quick demo, if I take you there, I'm using Google Cloud Storage now. Even for showing you the example,
Okay.
I have a sample storage where I saved one CSV file. Today we are going to
Mm-hmm.
work on this file only in the demo. Okay. Now
Okay.
I saved an image also. I can save a CSV file also. You know the CSV file, right? Comma separated values file. Okay. So this is
Yeah. I
some
don't know
sample.
about CSV.
Okay. CSV file looks like a Excel sheet only, but it's comma
Oh, okay.
separated values. Just
Okay.
because you asked me, show you see CSV is a comma separated value.
Okay. Okay.
So I open with the all values are
Oh, okay.
displayed with comma separated value. CSV means
Okay.
comma separated value.
Okay.
This is a one of the file which is used for uh, between banks, especially. Okay, when we have to transfer, when
Yeah.
they have to pass the data transactions, right? I mean, the
Yes.
transaction within the bank. CSV files are
Yes.
generally used for EFT payments. All this. This is the most commonly used data format. Anyway,
Okay.
so I have one sample file here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you have any knowledge on SQL Server or any querying server? I mean, querying language, like select star from something like table. Do you have knowledge on
Yeah.
databases?
Yeah. A little knowledge. SQL.
Yeah, SQL. So, do you have any query like select star from something? Correct.
Yeah.
You write a query saying select star from whatever table, so
Yes.
that
Yes.
you get to know the table data.
Yes.
So, employee table is there. You can fetch the data whatever you want using a query. That is the purpose of query. Correct. But
Yes.
now,
Yeah.
when I give this customer data to you, when I hand over
Mm.
this customer data to you, now how do you write a query on top of it? Yes, you wrote query in SQL Server where data is in table,
Yeah.
correct? But this is not a table.
Yes.
This is just one some data. That's all. Text file.
Yes.
Now, how do you? So to do this, what is that you have to do in general? You need to create a table first, then import all
Yeah.
this data into the table, then you write a query on the table.
Yes.
Even though I am showing a very simple 4 lines of data here, do you
Hmm.
think it will take 2 3 days time to do it?
No.
I mean, you need to create a database, you need to create table, and then insert these records into the table. Then you start querying it, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
But it takes some time, right? It's not as easy as you think it will happen.
Yes. Yeah.
So because I gave you very simple data, you are thinking it's very easy. I'm just
Yes.
saying it. Okay. But if
Yeah.
it's the data gets complex or records gets complex, you don't know.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's see how we process this data using the services in cloud. Like
Mm-hmm.
I told you, cloud offers many services for big data processing. Huge data is
Okay.
there. It helps you in processing the data and making easy for us. Or for us means for any person who is going to use it. True.
Yes. Yeah.
So managing and storage of data is one challenge. Then
Mm-hmm.
handling different types of data is also important. I showed you only CSV file data. Then there are
Yes.
also JSON files is there. Then proper database is there. Then some
Mm-hmm.
images and videos also there, or some
Yes.
text file is there. So if
Mm-hmm.
different sorts of data is coming from different places, how do you bring them together?
Yeah.
So that is another challenge. And
Mm-hmm.
also real-time processing of data. What is real-time processing of data is, for example, stock market is there. You know
Yeah.
the data in stock market is there real time. Like it keeps
Yes.
changing in second to second.
Yes. Yeah.
That is not something like I showed you now. Like
Yeah.
list of customers. List of customers won't change that dynamically.
Yes. Yeah.
Or even
Customer change.
you take your temperature details
Yeah.
or any
It will change.
sensor details. They keep changing.
Yes.
Or you want to track the leaderboard of a gaming application. It keeps changing
Yeah.
dynamically. Like in this moment, they will be top three. Next, someone else will come. All those. So
Yes.
to
Yeah.
process such a huge data is a challenge, and also real-time data. That is not a static data. Okay. So that
Yeah.
also we need to focus. Then
Mm-hmm.
it is not just a matter of completing the work or just matter of giving the data. You should be accurate also.
Okay.
So you need to focus on accuracy also, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you need to secure your information. So data which is coming out, if you are handling data of a company, okay, you should be very
Mm-hmm.
careful. There will be sensitive data inside it. If any other
Okay.
person steal the data, it will be a massive, what you say, disaster. Because
Okay.
my information or say some patient's information gets leaked to someone else, or
Yeah.
your financial or your secrets, business secrets leaked to someone else, to your competitor, you are gone.
Yes.
So how you protect your sensitive information is a big challenge. Then
Mm-hmm.
how do you handle data coming from multiple sources? Then
Okay.
what are the policies and standards you are following is also one more. So even though I'm talking about multiple problems here, there are solutions also. There
Okay.
are solutions also for everything. We are
Mm-hmm.
going to discuss about these solutions in our detailed classes. That's a different thing. But yeah,
Okay.
these are the things we need to consider when we are trying to handle the data.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will quickly go and walk you through one demo where uh, the data which I showed you in CSV file, how we,
Okay.
I mean, there is a requirement that such a CSV file, the end user want to run queries.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I should make it such a way that the client can run queries and analyze the data.
Okay.
So for that, there are some services which are available in cloud. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
same similar sorts of services are there in AWS, Azure, GCP. We should just know that which service will provide you what solution or which solution. I mean, for whatever requirement, which service is better.
Okay.
So saying that I will use today, we'll go through cloud data fusion. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This will help you in uh, handling the data and
Mm-hmm.
making the transformations. For example, some rules has to be applied or some data has to be cleaned up. All these things can be done on this using this service. Okay. Then we will process the data to some other service where we can run the queries. Okay. This is the
Okay.
exercise which we are going to do today. And very first thing I do is I upload my data into this bucket, cloud storage.
Okay.
Google Cloud Storage, I am going to upload my file and
Mm-hmm.
I will go to Data Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
So, Data Fusion, Cloud Data Fusion is a service which will
Okay.
help you in cleaning the data or processing the data, parsing the data. I already
Mm-hmm.
have this service created. The reason is it will take 30 minutes to create. Means it will take 30 minutes to create. So that is the
Okay.
reason I just created and kept it so that we can
Okay.
directly use in the demo. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
but again, I will show you how to create it. There is an option called create instance.
Mm-hmm.
So create instance, I just need to give some name, right?
Okay.
And which region I want to create. Region is nothing but East US, West US, South South Asia. Asia Pacific
Okay.
or Europe. Those are called regions. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
When you start using cloud, you should get familiar with this term called region, because
Okay.
whichever cloud service provider you go, this region word will be there. They represent
Mm-hmm.
state. That is why I said whichever cab booking portal you use, terminology won't change. Maybe they say it like Uber Max, or they say it as Ola Mini or something. Names will change, but the core,
Mm-hmm.
core process won't change. So similarly,
Okay.
edition, I can use a developer edition.
Mm-hmm.
And then authorization, there is a authorization concept highly used in any cloud service provider. Means we won't give permissions just like that to anyone or any
Okay.
service. We should be giving a fine grain access control. So that itself a learning in cloud. Okay, we should not
Okay.
give whatever because we don't have any knowledge. We should not give some access. So sometimes we need to give read access, sometimes give only write access, sometimes read and write, sometimes
Yeah.
all these things. Anyway, so
Okay.
I with this minimal options I can create it. See, the
Mm-hmm.
instant creation will take a 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So see, the instance will take 20 minutes. That is the reason I have already created and kept it.
Okay.
Then now I go into the view instance.
Mm-hmm.
See, a lot of options are there.
Yeah.
In the Wrangler, you can explore, transform, clean, and enrich your data. Okay. In the integration, you can integrate with your on-premises or SaaS applications or cloud sources. Integration. Okay. Here you can
Mm-hmm.
govern your data. Here you can monitor your data. Here you are manage. So currently, we will explore on the Wrangler because I
Okay.
want to see some CSV data and see and then process it, right? So I want to check if I can do something.
Okay.
Now, these are different sources I have. I mean,
Mm.
these are the different sources from where I can read the data.
Okay.
The databases, I can read from database, I can read from BigQuery. These are all Oracle, Kafka, and everything. But currently, I am
Yeah.
focused with cloud storage. GCS is the Google Cloud Storage. And there is some
Okay.
sample data also given, but I know that I have some data in my this location. See,
Okay.
demo AD bucket AD is my storage within which I have the customer data. So I will go there.
Mm-hmm.
This is the data, right? I have.
Yeah.
So in this section, you can clean your data. Like you want to apply some rules or you want to mask any data, anything you can
Mm-hmm.
do here.
Okay.
See, luckily in this example, you already have this looking like this. Okay,
Yeah.
but this is not originally uh, in table. You are able to
Mm-hmm.
look like this, but originally you know how does it look like.
Yes.
This is not at all a table at all. Just for you, there it is looking so. Okay?
Yeah.
Now let me come back here. Here I can do something. Say for example, this column I want to parse some data.
Mm-hmm.
I can make it as a CSV format. Of course, this is already a CSV format, so I'm not really doing anything. Sometimes you
Yeah.
get a proper text file. Okay? Then
Mm-hmm.
you can make it as a CSV file. Now what I can do more is I can mask data.
Mm-hmm.
Masking means, say for example, custom selection. See, I don't
Okay.
want to show this email like this.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Apply it. See, so that no
Okay.
one exactly knows
Y-
this. Okay.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I can even show this. I'm a format, a simple thing like, for example, I want to show everything in a lowercase.
Okay.
You can do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or some format you want to generally. But I want to show all uppercase also. I can do it. Anything I can do. So
Okay.
this is a place, or I can even remove some unwanted text. If suppose I feel this is not needed, or this is not correct, or some null value is there. Anything I can
Mm.
do. That is the main thing. So all the
Okay.
uh, rules or parsing rules to apply here, you can apply it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I feel at least whatever the sample data I have is good to go further. Okay. Now I
Yes.
will create a pipe. So what is this pipeline is all about is I am going to transform this data, which is in hardly a kind of text file, into
Yeah.
such a file that I can query it.
Okay.
So I am saying batch pipeline because this is a batch once at a time. I mean, whenever I need, I can parse it or transform. Whereas real time pipeline, as I said, based on the streaming data, it will change. Like I said, stock market. The data keeps on flowing, right? It is not.
Yeah.
It will only come at every hour once. It just keeps coming. You need to open it. That's all. So, but
Yes.
in this example, I'm handling the batch pipeline. It clearly shows what to do. So Wrangler is a place. See, this is source.
Mm-hmm.
So I can choose many sources.
Okay.
But of course, I selected Google Cloud Storage here, GCS. This is my source. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next is transform. Transform, you can use again. There are multiple options to pick from. I have picked it. The Wrangler I have picked. Okay. Yeah, Wrangler is there, which I have picked already. Okay.
Okay.
Now I need destination, right? So analytics
Mm-hmm.
is also there, but I don't want to go into analytics now. I want to save in some place so that I can query it. Okay. So
Okay.
BigQuery is one service which can hold
Mm-hmm.
this data. Like I
Okay.
want to query, so I need a BigQuery. This is a BigQuery is one service name. Okay. So
Yeah.
I will I will add it. What I do from here, just to keep it looking nice, I will align it.
Okay. Yeah.
Now it looks better, right? It looks better.
Yeah.
My Wrangler. I can verify whether what is how does it look, what columns are there, or what is my schema. Everything I can check. If I am happy,
Okay.
I can come here. Now I want to do one important. I know I am going to convert into a table, so I need to give
Mm-hmm.
some uh, demo data set and demo
Mm-hmm.
table. So I am giving a table name.
Yeah.
I am going to transform this data into a table, as I said. So I am just giving the table name. Okay. And
Yeah.
rest of the options I'm just trying to, these are these are the four rows or one, two, three, four, five columns I'm going to get.
Okay.
I'm good with this. So once I feel okay, so what it will happen is the CSV file in here, it will go into the BigQuery as a table. That is what it's
Mm.
going to happen. Then from here I will write query and run.
Okay.
So now I will say deploy. I
Mm-hmm.
need to give the pipeline name, right? Demo,
Yeah.
give it,
Mm-hmm.
See, this will start now. Once I hit run, that will start.
Mm-hmm.
So this will, we need to wait now. So this, because this is a process which is just going to happen step by step.
Okay.
So we need to wait. Let's wait for a moment. Maybe it will
Mm.
take some 2-3 minutes. It will take. Okay. As
Okay.
this keeps on happening, we need to see if there is no issues inside this. Okay. We will see a
Mm.
successfully processed stage. Okay. That status
Okay.
will tell us if we are successful or not. Now, as
Okay.
this keeps on happening, we can just walk into AWS screen and see what is the difference. Okay? Just because this is GCP, right? I just want to walk you through the AWS also for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give you a feel that what we are doing is same, I take you to S3 bucket. That is
Mm.
equal to this demo AD, whatever Google store, cloud storage.
Storage. Yeah.
So the same thing is in AWS is S3 bucket.
Mm-hmm.
S3 is 3S, simple storage service.
Okay.
Here we call it as Google Cloud Storage. In AWS we call simple storage
Storage
service.
service. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I have similar sort of thing which I have done here.
Mm-hmm.
Sample. See, I have some stock market example. But
Oh,
you
okay.
remember there I have done some CSV file processing. Here I have
Yeah.
done in JSON format. It's a
Yes.
different
Yeah.
format. That's a different format.
Yes.
Or I may even have some. See, I have both. I have
Yeah.
one example where I handle CSV file and also JSON file together. There
Mm-hmm.
is a this is same customer CSV file and I have a JSON file which is order.json. So if I try to link this, I mean compare this example, I give you one. Currently, what we did, we had a CSV file.
Yes.
I am somehow reading it from some place, and Wrangler is processing it and saving it
Uh,
into some
yes.
table format, which I can query it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I am trying to do is I have another set of a data, JSON format.
Okay.
This also I am using Wrangler and I
Mm-hmm.
am trying to put into another table.
Okay.
But both are in same database.
Yeah.
See, this is a customer's table. This is say orders table.
Okay.
You know, when you in your database, if you have a customers table and orders table, you can easily write a join to get the orders placed by particular customer,
Yeah.
or you can know how much who are all the customers who placed orders in last 5 months.
Yes.
See, now you are able to understand, right? Actually, these two are coming from different places and different formats,
Yeah.
but you are able to bring them together,
Yes.
and now you are able to analyze both of them. See, because you said you have some knowledge on SQL Server. Having data in
Yes.
multiple table is a good thing for you, right? Once it is there in
Yeah.
employee table and students table or order table, products table, you can usually join the tables and get the data together.
Yes. Yeah.
And now assume CSV is coming from one company.
Mm-hmm.
JSON is coming from different company, but you are able to put them together in one thing.
Yeah.
And this company is able to analyze it.
Yes.
So that is the power of your these tools, and why you have to use that many tools,
Mm-hmm.
right? So S3 bucket is exactly same as what you have done here in GCP. Okay,
Okay.
and you can see on top. I told you, right? Regions are there.
Yeah.
There also region was there. Something US East one something. Here also
Yes.
US East one, US East two is there. So similar, whatever cloud, what you see in there, but only user interface looks different.
Yes. Yeah.
People like the, I mean, AWS is, I feel, my personal opinion, AWS is better because the UI looks very simple and attractive. I mean, for eyes,
Okay.
whereas this sometimes this looks like something different. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not exactly as this is. Can you find a
Yes.
spot a difference? Even though I take you to the same bucket, same service, I will take you there. You see how does
Okay.
it look like? This looks like for I it's very comfortable, whereas this
Yes.
looks little bit clumsy. All are
Yeah.
together, lot of options you can see here.
Yes. Yeah.
It is also main our Google screen, correct? All are
Yes.
here. You don't know how to read it, but here it looks little bit more
Yeah.
easy. Buttons,
Interface.
colors, all those things. But all are
Yeah.
same. Objects, metadata, properties, permissions, metrics, object configuration, protection, lifecycle, observability. All are same, both same.
Okay.
But only thing is look and feel and the interface change.
Yeah.
But again, that is also advantage for some people because there is no confusion. This looks more like my Gmail,
Yeah. Yes.
like Gmail options are there. I mean,
Yes.
it's like some people are comfortable with certain things, but I'm just trying to show you there is not much functional difference.
Yes.
But what is the difference is on the usage.
Yes.
Same like because I am showing you the Wrangler and all. This is the same service what we are doing there, the crawler. There what I call as Wrangler, similar sort of a thing. What we did there, I show you the source. I can choose
Mm-hmm.
source as S3 bucket. Let transform.
Okay.
Click twice. This one. Add the transform. See Google BigQuery. I can
Mm-hmm.
send to Google also.
Oh. Okay.
It is not just these people are doing. It is here also. I show you. Let me complete it and I show you. You can send to
Okay.
AWS also.
Oh.
See now what happens is actually I should not have written this thing. So options are same.
Yeah.
But see how I again leave it to you how the comparison. It looks very nice.
Yes.
There it was not so attractive or whatever we call it.
Yeah.
Now the same thing where there whatever we have done here it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I can choose my source bucket. I need to give the URL where the file is, right?
Okay.
then give the transformation and give the. But again, when we are using multiple connection, I need to establish a connectivity. That's it. That's always there, correct?
Okay.
So I need to establish a connection and then choose the data set. See, it is succeeded.
Yeah.
Now what I do, I will go to my BigQuery. Is this the demo set, demo data set, correct?
Yeah.
And I can see my demo table. Now
Mm-hmm.
it is easy for me to run a query directly. See, now I was able to write query.
Yes.
So if I, uh, as I said here, if I have a different JSON file, I do the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. I come into the data fusion. Here there will be that JSON file will be in a different source, correct? I will
Yeah.
add a different source here. Then I will connect into this triangular or I will connect to a different triangular and connect it to this big query. And I specify, I specify a different table, same data set, but a different table.
Yeah.
Maybe that is a customer table. Now,
Mm-hmm.
once I have two tables, I can easily write the what so-called query, select star from, and just I know it's not there. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
customers table. Then I'll write a query left join. Okay, order on order dot order ID or order dot customer ID equal to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you know these things
Yeah.
or even so in this year. So I'm trying to fetch join two tables. One is customer table and also joining order
Okay.
table. So two different sources, two different formats, but still I can play with them in one place.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just for the query purpose. It won't end there. We can also move this data into analytics also, means dashboard. I can see the graphs.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the graphs. I can analyze the graph because graphs are something for some people querying is important.
Yeah.
For some people, I mean, that's not end, right? This based on this query only you can build a dashboard,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
anything can happen. So I mean to say this is one very simple example I wanted to put in front of you. There is a lot to do in this, and I am comfortable with anything. Like if you want AWS, AWS. If you want GCP, GCP. Basically,
Okay.
decision is yours, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
So I just leave it to you on that aspect. Yeah, you have any questions? You can come. You can just ask me next 5 minutes. Otherwise, I'm
Okay.
good with what I present to
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
And mostly, I do my classes like this. I mean, it's not like going to be a theory one. I bring some
Yeah.
example. I show it to you. I expect you practice it. If you won't
Mm-hmm.
practice, it's up to you. But you can
Yeah.
practice and come back to me with questions. Or
Okay.
you are stuck somewhere, you can always come back on that.
Yeah.
Right? After I finish everything, I always delete it
Okay.
because these are all costly services. It costs you a lot. So
Mm-hmm. Okay.
once we finish our purpose, it is always suggestible to delete the service.
Okay.
So even this, I don't want to keep it, so I can delete. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
the cloud services, they are all chargeable on how much you use.
Oh, okay.
I use it for 1 hour, so they charge for 1 hour. I use for
Oh,
20 seconds, they charge for 20
thank
seconds.
you. Not storage.
Storage have its own model, I mean charge
Okay.
pricing model. I will explain
Oh,
you
type.
whenever. So
Okay.
for each one, I will explain you, but I am just trying to tell you this is what it is.
Okay.
So yeah, any further questions? Or you can connect my colleague Jay for further information also.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'm good. If you are okay, we close the session.
Yeah. So, so what you explained just now will use in the real time in the companies.
Obviously, we
The
have to
same thing.
use in company. We will use in the company.
Mm-hmm. The real time projects.
Yeah, real time. This is how the real time projects looks like. But only thing
Mm-hmm.
is, I can't bring the original data, right? No
Okay.
one will allow us to take the original data. So we need to
Yeah.
take data which is available from internet, or AWS itself would have exposed some data.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to use the data. And but here I showed you 4 columns only. In real time, it will be thousands of lakhs of data. But
Okay.
of course, some examples I show you will be as good as the real data. I mean, streaming data I will show you.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, there are some tools which will stream data. I mean, you can generate the data
Okay.
for our testing purpose. So, I mean, in my company, we do the same thing in real time. Like we get
Mm-hmm.
data from multiple clients. Like say, for example, this data is coming from Uber and this data is coming from Rapido,
Okay.
and we analyze something,
Okay.
right? These
Yeah.
are all real time happening scenarios.
Okay.
That's why I said there is nothing theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, theory is there if you want to understand what is a wrangler. I mean, I can't explain definition of wrangler, but I know
Yes.
what we can do with it. But again, I try to provide some information like this if you are a fan of reading it. But again, frankly, I
Yeah.
copy it
The
from some
explanation
website.
is good.
I copy it from some website or sometimes from ChatGPT also.
Yeah.
So if you feel there is more information you need to learn, just go through it. Or you read whatever I give. That's up to you.
Okay.
The theory, I will say.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. So in the US to get a job, so the companies are asking around 1 to 2 years of experience.
Hmm.
They are not hiring freshers. So by learning these, can I put a experience around 1 to 2 years and can I give by my own the interviews?
You can. You can give.
Mm-hmm.
See, you should properly, smart. You should be smart in writing what you have done. So don't
Okay.
write something which, see, it's a process. I won't say it happens overnight. So suppose you
Yeah.
start classes next week. Okay. So it takes
Yeah.
minimum 2 months for you to
Okay. 2 months.
at least 1 month. You get to know what is happening around.
Yeah.
Then I should complete it. Maybe if I complete in 2 months, right?
Yeah.
Then
Yes.
you need some time to analyze, settle
Prepare.
down, soak into the knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I can't promise. I mean, I don't know how you are, right? Like
Yeah.
sometimes you
Yes.
may grasp immediately or
Yeah.
better than me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may not understand anything, or you may have, anything can happen.
Okay.
But I give my, mm, best knowledge to you, and because I
Okay.
work, right, so I know exactly where we need it.
Okay. Yeah. How many months is training? The
I think it's more than number of months. It's it's
Mhm.
on the content we learn.
Okay.
Say, I think you would have generally how in these trainings, how do we gauge it? Say we say 40 hours. Okay,
Okay.
40 is a soft number. Okay, means it can be 43, 44, or 42, whatever.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not like 40 hours and I complete in 40 hours. It's not something as forcible as that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it will go 40, 45 somewhere.
Okay.
So if I take per week 4 classes, it goes to
Yeah.
10 weeks.
Yes.
Sometimes some people say 1 week I am busy with my something, or I am traveling
Yeah.
to India for 1.5 months.
Yeah.
See, one of my students, he discontinued on December.
Oh,
He
okay.
started from today.
Oh, a long gap.
So
Yeah.
he said he was going to India, so he need break. But he came to India,
Mm-hmm.
got married.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So again, anything can happen. Sometimes I
Yeah.
may be busy for 1 week. So then it will
Yes.
go to 11 hours, 11, or if both are in
Weeks.
a good, both are available, I may take per week 6 hours also. Then it will be over in 7 weeks.
Okay. Per
So
class there will be 1 hour.
mostly beyond that you can't focus.
Yeah.
I tell you, these are very concentrated topics. Okay,
Yes. Yeah.
you can't really focus. Like I can tell, see what is there for me. I keep on
Yeah.
telling for 2 hours and more. But you are the
Okay.
person who need to understand, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes, even though I take 2 hour classes, I try to see if you can't focus, then there is no point in just sitting and listening to me.
Yes. Yeah.
So I always prefer 50 minutes to 1 hour classes. Sometimes that's what I said. I can't stop as I see the time, right? Sometimes I teach till 70 minutes or 80
Yeah.
minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The point is not about the time. It's just
Yeah.
about where we stop. Sometimes
Yes.
I feel the topic will be a lengthier one. So I have only 10 minutes and I can't pick a new topic. So I
Yes.
stop at 45 minutes or 50 minutes also.
Okay.
These are all practical things.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, you just think, and then if you feel AWS, we'll start with AWS. My suggestion wise, I say AWS. Again, it's up to you.
Okay. Yeah, I will go with the AWS.
That is easy. And maybe one or two
Yeah.
classes like this, I can show it. Already I
Yeah.
showed you.
Just one cloud is enough for joining any company, right?
Correct. Now you observed, right? Both are same. What
Yeah.
is the difference you
Yeah.
saw?
Yeah. Both are same.
So
But
it's
the usage is different. The companies will use different ones. So,
even they say that they
mhm.
want a GCP, you just change it to GCP, or you tell that I did both.
Okay.
However, you are going to get 10 days time at least, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
In 10 days, you can do self learning and pick up.
Okay. If I have one knowledge, I can do the other one also in the same way.
Exactly.
Okay.
See, I
Got it.
proved it for you. I showed you both options. You tell me what is the difference you have in both, other than screens.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Anything
Yeah.
else?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah. Thank you, Anna.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.